Three-time Stanley Cup champion Darren McCarty, the golden voice of Neal Ruhl, and the iconic Terry Foster. Sit back and relax. It's time for your daily dose of Big D energy.
Yo, welcome back everybody to Big D Energy right here on the Woodward Sports Network. My name is Neal Ruhl. That guy over there on the desk, he's been flexed to the desk, as Spencer Raxter said pre-show.
They're excited to be up here.
Absolutely. You're working your way up. Next thing you know where you'll be going.
You know it. Final word, baby, right there.
We got Sam Flannel.
I'll drop you, knucklehead.
Speaking of the final word, we got Sam Flannel, who is slumming it here now on Big D Energy. I appreciate you, Sam Flannel.
Oh, thank you. On the final word, I don't even have to press any buttons or anything.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I thought you would never speak to us again because you've reached the big time.
I will always remember my humble beginnings.
No, absolutely.
Humble beginnings.
Spencer Raxter here. He's graced the desk of the final word before as well. But he came back. What's up, Spenmo?
They always come crawling back. Is what they say.
Absolutely. No D-Mac in today. He'll be back at it tomorrow. I got a bunch of stuff to get to in the open. Remember the WoodwardSports.com chat thread as well. You can tap into there. Detroit Dabber, the first one in this morning, says, what up, doe? Tammy Chin says, good afternoon, Dabber. Even though it is the morning, Tammy, but hey, you're an early riser, so I'm sure it feels like that. Yes, we will get into the Jakub Vrana situation as well, and the Iser plan. Pat McAfee has an apology for us, the Detroit Lions fans. Will discuss that also. We will have our daily, what are we calling this?
Hate segment? Hate.
Yeah, our daily through the rest of the week, and we're going to do this every time it's Lions-Packers week.
Yes.
We're going to take one segment, and we're going to talk about what bothers us about Aaron Rodgers. I'm sorry it's only going to be one segment.
I know do this forever?
Every Lions-Packers week for the rest of the time.
I'm down with it.
Yeah, so we're going to do that. What bothers you about Aaron Rodgers? I'll talk about what bothers me. I've been kind of public about what I don't like about him, but that doesn't mean I can't tell you again.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Here, too, a big thanks, not a big thanks from me per se, but
I think that's a slap in the face to me. Sandy
sent us. Let me get the exact terminology here. Pop-Tarts are a big discussion point on here. And D-Mac and I always get caught. Real quick, how do I end up in this? Why do I get a case?
You're our fearless leader.
Why do I get a case of, quote, the ultimate Pop-Tarts variety pack with 9 different flavors?
Honestly, there's some fire ones in there.
I mean, this is like rare bourbon that's in here. Yeah. The frosted confetti cupcake Pop-Tarts are here. Snickerdoodle Pop-Tarts, that one caught Spenmo's fancy. Boston cream donut frosted Pop-Tarts. I didn't even know. I could probably sell some of these.
How is Boston cream donut a flavor? It's supposed to be Boston cream pie, right?
Boston cream donut. In case you were wondering, it is naturally and artificially flavored.
I wonder how many natural flavors they got in there.
No, they said they had natural colors. Yeah. Which technically every color is natural. That's because true. It exists in the world.
And that is the terminology,
That's
I
good
believe.
Marketing.
Yep. There's all the Spenmo's favorites in here. The high fructose corn syrup.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I know you love it.
Love the syrup.
Yep. The modified corn starch.
Oh yeah.
The red 40, yellow 5.
Don't even know what that is.
Yellow 5, yellow 5 Lake. Blue 1, yellow 6.
What's the color that gives you cancer? Something red, number 1 or something?
Red 40.
These sound like fighter pilots.
That could be
Yellow Lake checking in.
Hey, all your favorites are here, Spenmo. So you know what? We're going to save this one for you.
Okay.
The Boston cream.
My dad likes those ones.
Donut.
I'm not a Boston cream donut guy, though. I don't like cream.
No?
No.
Which one do you want? The Snickerdoodles?
Snickerdoodles or the s'mores or the cookies and cream.
I feel like the Snickerdoodles are more special. We'll give you those.
Okay.
Okay. So that one's reserved
brown
for
sugar
Spenmo.
cinnamon was supposed to be the main event there.
Those are that's the GOAT.
Yeah. All I know is no ransom. There are no candy corn Pop-Tarts in here.
I think those are a thing, though.
Are they?
No way.
Let me look it up.
He made it up.
Casey and I are on similar footing. Pop-Tarts are trash. Don't eat sugar or carbs unless you want to end up fat and stupid like the heavyweights.
Hey,
now,
man.
come on. They're not stupid.
They're not stupid. They're just fat. Candy corn Pop-Tarts are a thing.
No, they're not.
Hell no.
Mike G says that high fructose is kitty crack. Yeah, my understanding, T-Foss, like they can't put any of this stuff in the food in Europe.
No, probably not. There's a bunch of foods in America that they won't do in Europe, and we think it's just natural. This is natural stuff. So
they also boil their chicken in Europe, so I'll deal with some high fructose corn syrup if I don't have to eat boiled chicken.
All right, fair. That's a T-Foss.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
My grandmother used to boil her chicken.
Oof.
It made me eat it. Awful.
Tigers with 3Z says T-Foss has too much swag today. The hat is on point. You're getting a lot of run in the WoodwardSports.com chat thread.
I'm going to the Pope's funeral.
Okay.
Still waiting in line for the Queen's funeral?
Oh, yeah.
Steve Lehman on the other side says about T-Foss's attire. T-Foss is on the case. Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego?
Oh, you know what? I was going to say there's no way he's going to mention anything I'm wearing without saying pimp.
Yeah. Rack says Big D is going to be renamed to Sam Flannel and the Shitheads. Are you getting top billing now, Sam Flannel?
I mean, if you want to, it's not up to me who gets top billing. If you want to give me top billing, I will gladly take top billing. But for now, I'm still working my way up.
You are.
Flannel, all you got to say is it's up to the people. It's not up to me.
Very good.
That's what you have to do. But Sandy, thank you for the case of frosted Pop-Tarts. I will distribute them to the people that enjoy them. It is not my thing. It is not what I do. It's not to say I haven't before. See, I don't lord over everyone. Much to the anti-view of me. I was in that life before. I didn't like it, so I moved out.
Okay. And plus, Neal is a sharer.
I am a sharer.
A sharer, whatever it is.
Yeah, and it's always easier to share things that you don't want.
Okay.
That's a good point.
That's called regifting.
Yeah, I will regift them. Mike G says Conies are better than Pop-Tarts. That I would agree with.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, that I would agree with. But no, we are going to load up today. The holiday week rolls on here at Woodward's. What's your favorite holiday, T-Foss?
You know what? I think Thanksgiving.
Is it?
Yeah, because now I don't have to do anything. I just get to eat and watch football games, chill out with the family.
See, that was always my thought process, too.
Christmas is everybody's who celebrates it, but an alternative holiday would be, now you have me saying holiday. It's Thanksgiving after Christmas. Isn't Christmas just like the ultimate because you get gifts and I even like people opening up their gifts, and I'm all anticipating stuff. So Christmas doesn't count. So my second one, would have to be Thanksgiving.
I was a big proponent of Thanksgiving as well because it's a lot of Christmas without the gift buying responsibilities. Right. But I have really, and Klompsaw says Halloween. Halloween's cool. It's all right. I mean, I think it's overrated a little bit.
Yeah, I get drunk normally.
It's not what it used to be.
It's not what it used to be. That's
Halloween used
fair.
to have trick-or-treaters.
Right. It used to. It doesn't anymore.
Right.
Where do we stand? Is Christmas Eve a separate than a Christmas Day?
No, I think that's a package deal.
Is it? You think it's like a 2-day thing?
Yeah.
Because
like New Year's.
Christmas Eve is incredible. And if you want a low-key one, and I said this on the show, Christmas Eve is the greatest.
Yeah.
Christmas Eve is better than Thanksgiving Eve.
How about Christmas Eve is the greatest non-holiday day that we have?
And I would agree with that because it's all the vibe, none of the responsibility, as I've said before. So that's where I am with it. So we just want to go around the room and see what everybody's favorite holidays were. Adiz 411 says Devil's Night. Look, I'm a big Flag Day guy too because it's in June.
Good. Yeah. Flannel's favorite holiday is Paul Bunyan Day.
Hey, I'm also very much a big Festivus guy.
Festivus. There it is. There.
Yeah.
He gets to air all those grievances about Ben Wallace.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, is Festivus still going on, or does that conclude?
Festivus is over.
That concludes what, New Year's Day?
Yeah.
So that
Is that
holiday,
a week or a day? Festivus.
I believe it's a week.
Okay.
yeah.
Let me double check.
Now, you know what I was going to say? I was going to say the 4th of July, but you have to, it's the only day you have to cook for your fella or grill or whatever.
Oh, no,
And-
Festivus is only a day.
And then afterwards, their fireworks go on beyond midnight, and dogs are howling and screaming and barking and stuff because they're pissed off. So they've ruined the 4th of July for us.
Shane Sandrock says draft day. I'm a big draft day guy
That's a good
too.
one.
No
That is a
question
good one.
about it. Yes, we all are on Jakub Vrana watch right now just to see if that 24 hours, and we'll get into that. I think we'll touch on that in the next segment. We'll just dust on it real quick. The more I've read, and hockey's kind of different as far like the waiver rules and the salary implications and stuff. Like even I had to go do a deep dive. Like I had to take 20 minutes out of the evening and go figure out exactly what was going on.
You know what Steve Eisenman was counting on? That every GM in the NHL is run by Neal Ruhl.
Or they're scared.
Neal
of-
Ruhl's going to look at that contract. I'm not signing him. I'm not going to pick him up on waivers.
I think that we are. I think the fan collective, because I think there are a lot of people that think that way. Because if you're on the outside looking in, for that kind of money,
Yeah.
and let's just call it what it is. Executives in that, they call that stuff baggage.
Yes.
That's what they say. He's going through some stuff right now. So that is a significant investment for a big question mark. Is that fair? That's a fair statement.
And
It is fair.
there's only 4 teams that can actually take his salary out.
Without making a move.
Yeah.
Right, without making a move. So, it is something where Robert Closey says, Neil, when are we going to diss on Pat McAfee? We're going to do that about 11:42. That's when we're going to do that. 11:56, Aaron Rodgers hate segment.
Hate.
Everything you hate about him, just fire away. We're doing a whole segment on it. I could talk about his hair for one segment. And we're going to do it every day leading up to the game. Casey says, Vrána will end up back in Detroit, and Eiserman buys out his contract, then the Caps or the Sharks pick him up on the cheap on a 1-year contract. I don't think that anyone's going to put in a claim for him. And we'll discuss the reasons as to why. Doughboy Steve says, McAfee trolled us, and it worked. And, I don't know about all that.
He didn't troll us. He meant it because he put out an apology letter.
Yeah. Grindline Podcast, no reason to buy him out at all. He has 1 year left on his deal. Well, because you don't have to pay the full contract on a buyout. I was running some numbers on that as well. You could save a couple $1 million if you did buy him out on it and then brought him back for a cheaper number. Hey, you're still running a business here, man. Like you are. And that's the way that it is set up. So, we will get into all that as well. And, yes, we're going to talk about the Detroit Lions. Offense is breaking records, Spenmo.
They are. They're putting up some serious numbers.
Where are you at right now with the Jared Goff thing?
I mean, I've said it before. I think Jared Goff's limitations is he can't get you over the hump, and the Lions aren't at the hump yet. So I'm good with it. I know he's going to be the quarterback next year. I'm good with it. We'll see if he continues this play that he put up this year. He's definitely going to get the year after that. So
When Easy gives me crap in our work text threads about how I mentioned he's a discount to market,
yeah,
you understand where I'm coming from with that, right?
yeah, and he did actually get Easy came to
His senses?
His senses yesterday because his whole 12% thing.
Yeah.
Somebody said that when the cap goes up, $30 million will be 12% of the cap.
Right.
Yeah,
So he's all right with it.
So
now.
He's all right
Easy
with
can be reached.
he can be reached.
Yeah,
Okay.
but Jesus, man, you got to call long distance.
You got to chisel away.
yeah, like Andy Dufresne in a prison wall.
Yes.
That's how easy can be reached. But hey, it's a big project. You could dig your way out. You could reach Easy easier if you were digging with Alta.
Definitely if you were digging with Alta, and especially if you have a bog project you're working on, because Alta Rent has you covered. At Alta, uptime matters. Equipment has everything you need to get the job done. Have a big bog project coming up? Alta Rent has you covered. Call them today at 844-GO-TO-ALTA. That's 844-GO-TO-ALTA.
Love Woodward Sports? Love love wearing clothes, then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on Shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Beverly Hills Goff, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
As chilly weather approaches, Big Boy's got the perfect comfort meals for you. Try our hearty classic meatloaf or our creamy Cajun chicken Alfredo. These will be sure to leave you craving for more. How about breakfast? Our stuffed potato pancakes are back with our lumberjack, blockbuster, and Santa Fe Garden. These potato pancakes will definitely fill you up. Whether it's for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, come stock up on the perfect comfort meal today. We'll see you soon at Big Boy.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jason Olafson, DC, the founder of the Custom Health Centers, and we've helped thousands of people learn how easy it is to lose weight and keep it off with our customized weight loss and body contouring programs.
With Custom Health, you don't feel hungry, you eat well. My name is Simeon Timbuk, and I've lost 71 pounds on the program.
Call us at 844-789-THIN or visit CustomHealthCenters.com for a free consultation and get started for as little as $5 a day.
What's going on, everybody? It's Spencer for the Foaling Warehouse in Hamtramck, the home of the original football bowling pin game called Foaling. Multiple different ways you can play. They've got $12 open unlimited play and private lane reservation for $120. If you get thirsty, they got a $2 mystery beer vending machine and multiple fully loaded bars for you to choose from. So make sure you go check them out in Hamtramck or visit them online at FoalingWarehouse.com.
Back at it here, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network. Neal Ruhl, T-Foss, Terry Foster in the house. D-Mac off today, Sam Flannel, Spencer Rexer. T-Foss looking crispy, as it were, today. Taking your thoughts on the woodwardsports.com chat thread. Shockwaves really went through Red Wings fans, the whole Red Wing community yesterday when the news dropped. Jakub Vrana was placed on waivers. We still got, about a couple hours left?
Yep, yeah.
If it was going to be done, it would have been done already.
Probably.
You would think.
More than likely.
Yeah, you would think. But, and look, there are a bunch of different avenues that you can look at. And there are a bunch of different reasons that could be out there. But the overriding point for me, and this is what I think it is, and Vrána, when you want to get granular on it, Terry, Vrána's got this year and next year left at roughly $10.5 million total. That's what it is. Now, we know the story, went in substance abuse treatment, and for me, Terry, after reading a lot and looking into it, seeing how the contracts work and all that kind of stuff, and, talking to hockey people who many of them have said this is a common practice in that some GMs will reach out to other teams and say, hey, this is why we're doing this. Like a gentleman's agreement, right? Mm-hmm. Have you heard of this before?
I've heard of gentleman's agreements before. We're going to dangle, but don't touch. And if you do touch, here's the repercussions.
Right. So, it's one of those things where I do believe that maybe he just needs extra time. And the time was coming up, too. If you want Fabry back in the lineup, you need a roster spot from somewhere. Correct. And the young guys are playing well.
Do you know why this is happening? Because of your boy, Nedeljkovic.
I didn't want to go this way. And look at you, man. Why do you have to do this?
Because I'm bad.
Now, yeah, you could, deal with all these issues by just cutting Nedeljkovic.
Right. Well, they sent him to Grand Rapids. So why not just get rid of him?
You had to do that, don't you?
Well, I know you guys have a special relationship, so I wanted to bring him up.
Okay.
Get your blood boiling.
Anyway. All right? Anyway. No, here's what I think the deal is, too. Is this a situation in my mind, and again, this is total speculation on my part, but they give me a microphone and they give me a check and they expect me to say something into the microphone. So here we go. This is a best guess on my part. Is, how we talked about those gentleman agreements, putting Vrána on waivers. Maybe he just needs more time to get his life together. Like, could it just be that,
No,
Terry?
that's what it is.
Okay.
that he needs more. I mean, we know how long it takes to come back from a busted knee or upper body or lower body injury, but we don't know how long it takes when you have issues like this. This is issues of the mind, issue of being able to stay away from stuff. We don't know how long it takes to recover.
No,
I don't know.
And then that's it. Tammy Chin says, I think there's more going on with Vrana than we know about. No matter what, I trust Steve Yzerman. And yeah, that's the overriding thing. In any of these discussions that we have, it just, for me, I think it is that simple, where it's a very specialized case because a contract's so big. There are only 4 teams really that would even be able to afford to claim him on waivers without making some kind of trade or some kind of move. And I think it is just that, to say, hey, we need a roster spot. He needs more time down in Grand Rapids, whatever that looks like. And he needs more time to get his life together, man.
Right.
And there is a lot of what you said too as well, where this isn't an ACL or an ankle or something you can put a timetable on. This is somebody's life, man.
And don't rush it. We always say give people time, but we don't give them the frickin' time. So maybe this is one of the instances where Steve Yzerman and the Wings are putting their money where their mouth is, or their
sure. And look, there's a lot of and I'm not addressing some of the stuff that people are talking about, as far as Vrana's involved with personally, because I don't know, just the same way you don't know. Like, you may think it's entertaining to put that kind of stuff up there, whatever. Now, keep in mind, too, Terry, I'm not ignorant to the fact that there is a business to run for Steve Yzerman. There is. And the time that he is on, you put him on waivers, you send him down to Grand Rapids, you're not his salary doesn't go on your cap during that time.
Right.
There is a business move to it too, Terry. We're running a business here, man.
And there's a Neal move right there.
Oh, stop! That's a negative connotation.
No, it's not. I'm just stating. I'm stating facts.
Factuals.
Tell me what's not true.
But that was tone. Was that tone?
That wasn't tone.
I don't know, because it makes sense.
But it's.
I said
what I say makes sense too, and all I get is that's tone, Neal.
Yeah,
that was tone from Terry.
No, I said it gleefully.
He did.
Which is tone, toneful.
No, it's fun.
No, it's toneful. And look, you can go different ways. Where, and I saw earlier somebody was talking about like kicking the tires on a buyout or things like that. You could do that at a discount to the contract. I mean, you can. Those are things. Those are things that are out there. Our Rad Dad Scott says Terry Tone. So yes, that is correct.
I would disagree, but of course I'm Terry. So
I'm with you, Terry.
I will just thank you, young man.
Yeah, and CJ Snyder says it pretty bad. He says it pretty well too. Recovery isn't linear. I think we do that in all facets of life a little too much. We think everything to be linear. Lions improvement. Linear, right? They won 3 games last year. They need to win 7 next year, and I'll view that as an improvement. Nothing's ever linear, let alone somebody's life. So Thomas Perry says Stevie's playing a little chess here, but who can blame him? And look, there is something to that. There is something to that where he's going to do this, and again, I just think, to me, you are still running a business if you're Steve Yzerman. And if there's an angle you can play this with, then he's going to play it with the angle.
Right, he's going to do that. But there's also the factor of young bloods on the team that he likes, young bloods with, and forgive me if I insult you, Neal, who come at a lower price that he wants to build up on the roster and keep around for a little while. And so, and a lot of times in business and sports, people with bigger contracts have to suffer sometimes, or they're the odd man out.
Yeah, Tammy Chen also says it just doesn't look good for Vrána to be clearing his social media of everything Red Wings. And yes, that is a little concerning. And if that is the route, and again, just looking at it from the team side, looking at it from the business perspective, if you can stash him in Grand Rapids, keep the money off the cap, that ultimately lowers the price a team that wanted to maybe trade for him would have to pay him. Terry, there's a business side of it, man. I know it's not I know that's not very. It doesn't sound very humanitarian, but this is what it is too.
Yeah, but sports is not humanitarian. We want it to be, but it's not. I think Steve Yzerman also looked at the cap figures for all the teams, and he's like, there's not really that many people who can afford him, and for those who can, it probably doesn't make sense. So I'm good.
Yeah, so
I could take this gamble.
Yeah, and again, I think the message when you boil it all down is a lot like what Tammy Chin said. It's Steve Yzerman, man. Brad Holmes and Steve Yzerman have the street cred now to do what they want.
That's right.
And I will blindly follow it.
You know what we got to do? When they do it, shut up. And stand out the way.
I think the one that was most shocked was Spence, because Spence kind of sent that one out to the group a little bit after we got off the air. I know you guys talked about it like in real time. What was the sentiment of the people on the heavyweights?
It was people were pretty hurt. I mean, people were confused on what was going on. Obviously, you trust in Steve Yzerman, and like you said, there's the unwritten rules of you don't touch a guy like that if they get put on waivers. But yeah, I was somewhat upset. Not gonna lie, I was excited to see him back, but if he's not ready, he's not ready. You know, you can't force anything. So,
WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Cheech says, would any other player on the Red Wings be released with the same personal issues? Well, every situation is different. Meaning, and that's not just like the issue side of it. The contracts are different. And again, I'm not trying to sound inhumane here, man. But the contracts are limiting sometimes.
Sure.
You can't make that linear statement across the roster.
No. And then there's the other thing, can you play? If you can play, we're going to try to be as humanitarian as we can. If you can't, we might be a little bit cruel.
This is interesting, too, though. Ryan Seegert says, Yzerman is testing my faith right here. I'm not going to lie. Hasn't he bought enough, though? Hasn't he bought enough street cred with everybody?
Not everybody. For most people. There's certain people where they look at each individual transaction and they're like, okay, I don't care who made it, I'm going to question it. And I got a text from a fan a week ago who asked me, is my faith in Steve Yzerman shaken? And I said, no. Why is it? And he says, well, we thought they'd be number 2 or number 3 seed.
Nobody realistic thought that.
I'm just saying what was transformed to me. And I said, no. I said, people don't understand that it takes time to build something. I mean, you don't just take over an organization and the next year they're cup contenders.
Right. But, hey, we're going to continue to monitor it as you guys are as well. What do we got, 2 o'clock deadline?
Yep.
2 o'clock deadline. Hey, again, I'm thinking if somebody was going to do it, they would have done it by now. But when we do come back, though, I do want to talk about this Lions offense. And even Spenmo has relented. Even Easy has had common sense finally take over. And we're gonna get into it. And guys, let me tell you about the Sports Marketing Agency. They help spread awareness about mental health and substance abuse. Their new podcast is called This is the S Word. It's helping fight the stigma about seeking help. If you're struggling, go to thesportsma.com. If you know someone who's struggling, thesportsma.com, the Sports Marketing Agency, they're here to help.
We here at Woodward Sports would like to thank everybody who helped us stuff our studio. The third annual Stuff a Studio was a major success, thanks in part to our partners at Guardian Alarm and Meyer Stores for making it all possible. And of course, we couldn't do it without our community leaders and viewers like you. Thank you for dropping off toys to our studio that were taken to the Mott Children's Hospital in Ann Arbor so every sick child could have a happy holiday.
We are incredibly grateful for Woodward Sports, Guardian Alarm, and Meyer for making the holidays so special for our patients and families.
So what we do is try to bring some normalcy to their lives at this time. This is a labor of love. It brings so much joy, and not just for the families and for the children, but for our staff.
Thank you.
Introducing the Planet Fitness Guide to getting that post-workout glow. Step 1. What's your why? More epic energy? Better sleep? Blow off steam? Step 2. Join Planet Fitness for just $10 a month and get moving in our clean and spacious clubs. Step 3. Bask in that post-workout glow. Join Planet Fitness today for just $10 a month.
Join today at any of the 50-plus Detroit area locations.
3 NBA championships. Detroit fans were there. 11 Stanley Cups. Detroit fans were there. 4 World Series wins. Detroit fans were there. And that one Lions playoff win in 1991? Yeah, Detroit fans were there. Woodward Sports, where the fans are.
Neal Ruhl here for Bedrock Detroit. And downtown Detroit's all decked out this winter season with the return of the Cadillac Lodge and the Monroe Street Midway. The giant slide, they got winter bumper cars, indoor arcade, tons of stuff to do with the kids. And for the adults, or adults, depending on how you say it, you can grab drinks at the Lodge before or after Detroit sports games, or just because. Chances are good you'll run into Terry Foster there sipping on an old-fashioned. Is that fair? Absolutely. He gave a little tip. Oh, the cap. Shop, eat, and play downtown all winter long. Go to deckedoutdetroit.com. Get all the info. It's Bedrock Detroit. Back at it here, Big D Energy.
Let me
Woodward.
correct you on something.
What's that?
You may not see me sipping on an old-fashioned. I somehow always end up with like a warm drink. Somebody gives me a warm drink,
like a bourbon and cider?
Yeah, cider thing, and it fits more when you're sitting around and the inside is warm, but you got on your little Christmas sweater or your little panel sweater, and you're just looking around like you're important. That seems
which you are.
Well, I think I am, but I'm not.
Big thanks to Sandy, by the way. All the Frosted Pop-Tart offerings, all in one. I want to get the terminology right. Listener Sandy, the ultimate quote, the ultimate Pop-Tarts variety pack, unquote.
Now, I think all these boxes have been claimed already.
I think they have too. Not by me. Not by you.
Spencer's got 8.
Yeah, I got at least 3. I got at least 3 of them.
And I think Flannel's got 1.
Hey, Spenmo.
Yes.
Can you knock down the whole box of Snickerdoodle ones during the show?
I could, but I don't want to.
You don't want? Okay. I'm not saying you have.
I'm not some carnival show.
I know you're not. I was gauging how you were feeling today.
Yeah, no, I don't really eat that much in the morning.
Yeah, I don't really either.
Yeah. I could, though. I definitely could. Maybe if D-Mac was here today and we had a little pre-Mac D-Mac pregame, then I probably could.
And we know what that means.
Yes, everybody knows what that
means.
What
it spends like he likes to show off for D-Mac, but he doesn't want to show off for us.
Right, well, yeah.
I'm insulted.
I bet if they asked him on the final line to...
they wouldn't ask me.
They would make you.
They would force me, yeah.
And you would do it,
and
too.
I would have to do it.
You would do it, clown.
Or I would be discarded.
I'm Salty wants to know, Terry, where did you park your horse on Woodward?
That's private because I don't want anyone to steal my horse. But you know, I was watching last night. It was at 1923 in 1884.
My wife is on that right now too.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. I'm having such a good time watching, and I thought there was a bunch of episodes out, but there's only 3 episodes. I've seen everything, and now I'm already caught up on Yellowstone, and then I'm into 1884.
Man, you love that time period. I like that they would go in and get whiskey and drop coins on the counter and walk away.
Mm-hmm. Bam.
That would be like a great time to be alive.
You flip the coin and let it spin a little bit. Yeah. You know what I like about them? That they have black people on there, and they don't get hung up and beat up.
No, you're right.
They treat them like a white guy. I like that. In 1884.
Yeah.
Was Black Santa a thing back in 1884?
No. I'm sure he wasn't.
Can we point to the birth of Black Santa?
I'm going to have to do some research.
And get back to us.
I have to get into the African American archives and let you know.
All right. Well, get back to us on that one. Rustin Burke says, I'm a human being, damn it. Unless you're on the final line.
Unless you're on the final line, the bottom word.
The bottom word. Detroit Lions. And this offense, man. And look, I know everyone likes to take a victory lap. And, the Jared Goff thing. And said, I thought he was okay. No one saw this. Except for, there were a couple of you that called for 5,500 passing yards from Jared Goff. I do remember those.
That is true.
But the Lions released yesterday through their PR Twitter account, for the first time in franchise history, the Lions have 4,000 passing yards and 2,000 rushing yards in the same season. And Terry, when you spell it out like that, like those numbers right there, those are staggering, man, when you see them in print.
They are. And one of to me, the most important number is the 2,000 yards, because when Barry Sanders retired, that running game was null and void. Teams didn't react to play action for years. The Lions had some solid running backs, but nothing spectacular. They couldn't run the football on 3rd and 1. They'd be 3rd and 1, and they would pass. And I know fans say, well, why did they pass? It's 3rd and 1. Just run the football. Because they couldn't do it. That's why.
WoodwardSports.com chat thread. A real cream of wheat says if only the defense was better. But, you got two guys with over 7 sacks, and you know what I'm saying?
The defense is better than it was.
Yes.
It is better than it was. And XYYX says that's a sweet statistic.
And there's another one, too.
Give me the other one, Sam Flannel. What are you holding out on us there? The Lions finished the 2022 home season at Ford Field. 3,709 net yards, 298 points, and 36 touchdowns. All three marks are franchise records by Detroit in home games in a single season. And, Terry, that is staggering to me, too, because those are Silverdome numbers. You know what I'm saying? The silver stretch and the run and shoot, and they were scoring tons of points.
Oh, don't forget the Great Lakes offense.
How could I forget? WoodwardSports.com chat thread. I'm surprised Joey Harrington never put up these types of numbers. Soft Jones, and here's where I'm going to go to Sam Flannel. Soft Jones on the WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Look at Goff's numbers, but people still want to draft Young, Stroud, or Richardson. Just racism in my you had a good point up until there at the end. No, because we're talking football right now. The first half of your comment, that's true.
I mean, Jared Goff, he's playing the best football of his career right now. That's just fact. Even better than 2018. And I mean, he's tied for first in the NFC in touchdown passes with Geno Smith. Who could have saw that coming? 29-7 is his touchdown to interception ratio. And it's looking like if you can build a good team around him, which Brad Holmes is undoubtedly doing, that Jared Goff can win you games. Jared Goff can win you playoff games. Jared Goff, hell, could maybe even be the quarterback on this team when they are ready to maybe go to the NFC Championship, Super Bowl, win the Super Bowl. I know I'm speaking far into the future, but Jared Goff's playing well. He has been arguably a top 2 or 3 strength of this team. He's outplayed all of our expectations, even the people who hyped him up the most. He should have been a Pro Bowler. He's been one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL all year. By the numbers, just for this year, he's been elite. Just by the numbers.
T-Foss, are people sleeping on Jared Goff still? Here?
They always sleep on the starting quarterback of the Detroit Lions. You have a preconceived notion that Jared Goff was not that good. The Lions got a steal because they were able to settle for Jared Goff and give up Matthew Stafford. So once that's in your mind, Jared Goff would have to Jared Goff would have to pass for like 4,500 yards, win 10 or 11 games for that notion to be dismissed. And he got off to a slow start. So you look at Jared Goff and you're thinking, okay, 3-13-1, 1-6. This guy sucks. And then he gets hot, and your mind doesn't quite get there that maybe he is good. Then your mind is, well, he just got hot.
What's it going to take, though? And for the people out there that are of that opinion, because I do think you're on to something there, T-Foss, what is it going to take? And look, Spenmo, as an anti-Goff guy, is he what?
No, it's just funny.
It's true.
I know it is.
You know what it's going to take? You asked the damn question. Well, I'm going to tell you.
Win a
it's
playoff
going to
game.
take.
It's going to take winning a playoff game.
It's going to take. It's going to take a little bit more than that. But it's going to take not getting off to a 1-6 or 0-7 start next year.
Well, which that's implied if you win a playoff game.
Win some games in September. Keep going throughout the year. He's got to win a playoff game. And that may not satisfy everybody. It'll satisfy me. I'm like, okay, let me shut up.
Because there's a lot of crossing with the Goff with the same old Lions and putting that to bed. And people say, we're not doing the SOL, which we decided it's same old Wolverines, not same old Lions.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Sal.
You voted on it. Don't be mad at me. You guys voted on that. And Sal, same old Wolverines, won 55% of the vote.
Well, those old Spartan fans that voted, so.
Right. But you're going to get this. And this is what you're always going to get, T-Foss. Drake Cole. What are Mahomes' numbers compared to Goff's?
Better.
Well, here's the other thing. Holmes wins games. Holmes is in championship games.
Super Bowls. Wins Super Bowls.
Right, those are championship
Wins league
games.
MVPs.
Right. That's the big difference.
Is that what it's going to take, though, Spenmo?
Yeah, for me, yeah.
What, to put up Mahomes' numbers?
No. I don't expect that to win a Super Bowl. That's what it's going to take for me personally.
Are you done with the same old Lions thing? Let's just get it all out there.
Yeah.
You're done with that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's not same old Lions.
Or they're not just on a hot streak?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
So in turn, Goff is not just on a hot streak.
No, I think, well, the interception stuff is the thing that shocks me the most. Because I figured he'd be able to put up good numbers. Not this great of numbers in this offense, but good numbers. But the not turning the ball over is what I've been really impressed about, for sure.
I mean, honestly, his touchdown to interception ratio, piggybacking off of Spencer, in their 7-2 stretch, 17 touchdowns, 1 interception. That's godlike. That is an all-time great touchdown to interception ratio. And hey, the Lions are 7-2 in that stretch. So by the numbers, you would say that Jared Goff has been one of the biggest reasons for their turnaround. I know the defense has improved drastically as well, but Jared Goff has been playing mistake-free football, which was kind of a knock on him throughout a lot of his career.
I believe the terminology Easy used was, quote, turnover factory.
He's not. He has not been
turnover factory is closed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I have a very critical question for Spencer.
Yes.
All right, ready? He's gonna go. I got. But here it comes. Is Jared Goff your quarterback?
Right now, yes.
Okay. Bam.
Until when?
The opportunity arises.
Well, the opportunity arises now. You got two first-round picks.
Until Brad Holmes does something. Like I said, man, he is. I've said it before. I'll say it again. This is what I've been saying the whole season. He's got to win you games. He's got to win your playoff games. He'll even win your divisions. But don't think he's the guy to take you over the hump. But they're not at the hump yet, so it's fine.
Easy tapped in. He says that's Neal slang. Yeah, but I only say it about turnover factories. Like people who are actually turnover factories.
I mean, before this year, he was a turnover factory.
But he's not now.
He's not now.
So there, I just.
But they're going to come. He still has tiny hands.
That's what I was told.
Yeah, look, the little hamburger helper guy with the little white gloves. That's the kind of hands he has.
I'd like to see him have a great game in Lambeau in the cold. That would be something good because he has struggled on the road and in cold weather games.
Absolutely. Hey, I know where it's not a struggle to get a haircut.
Absolutely not. Lady Jane's, of course. Come to Lady Jane's for an award-winning experience and register for a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to win a down payment for your dream home, up to $200,000. Lady Jane's open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome.
The Sports Marketing Agency would not be who we are without great community partners like Higuera Health and Carol Zaniga.
It's an awesome opportunity to partner with your organization. Higuera Health is a comprehensive behavioral health organization. We serve children through older adults with mental health, substance use, and developmental disabilities across Western Wayne counties, and really excited to now be in downriver communities as well. Give us a call at 734-458-5600. 4601.
You don't have to go to the beach, man. You don't have to get your butt crack full of sand. You just need a little chili peppers, man, to get that glowing beach chili peppers tan. Woo!
With 26 locations in the Metro Detroit area and more coming, Chili Peppers Tanning is where you'll find the cleanest salons in the D. Join the Pepper Club for the best deals on unlimited tanning. Head to chilipepperstanning.com.
You just need a little chili peppers, man.
Can't get enough Woodward Sports content? Head over to woodwardsports.com right now for up-to-date sports articles and great entertainment news. We have the best writers, bloggers, and coverage all at your fingertips. Head to woodwardsports.com right now to experience all Woodward Sports has to offer.
Time to talk about the Matrix and no, don't call me Neo. Matrix Home Solutions is your go-to for any home project.
Take the blue pill.
Looking for a new man cave? They're the base. I'm so sorry. They are the remodel basement experts. They also specialize in bathrooms and kitchens. Oh my
God. All right, let's be professional.
A+ rating.
Go ahead.
An A+ rating by the Better Business Bureau. Call 888-594-8844 or go to matrixhomesolutions.com.
How does he get through all the Phillipses, but he can't get through Don't Call Me Neo?
And it's something stupid like that too. Like the Phillips things were funny.
I'm sorry.
Oh. Like the Phillips things are universally funny. Like that stuff's funny to like 8% of you, but it's really funny to that 8% for some reason.
I don't know. Matrix is a good movie.
Are we done?
Louis M., this is unprofessional. Get over yourself.
I'm not done. I want to be unprofessional.
Okay.
Yeah, let it rip.
You know how this network doesn't keep its promises, doesn't keep its bets? I'm going to make a bet right now, and I'm going to keep it.
Okay.
If the Lions win at Lambeau, I'm going to shave my head.
Wow.
Speaking of that, by the way,
that is impressive.
Can we take a second to talk about Jeff Iafredi from the morning show?
I'm always down to talk about Jeff
Just
Iafredi.
for a second. Juicy J, as he were. Fine young man.
Juicy.
Fine
they
young
named
man.
a drink after him at my bourbon distillery.
They did.
Juicy.
Gary loves it.
All right. Fine young man.
Very fine. Very fine broadcaster.
Salt of the earth.
Broadcasting career coming along very nicely.
Yes.
Certainly for his age, incredibly.
Mm-hmm.
Back there doing Pistons podcast stuff right now as we speak.
With a full head of hair.
With a full head of hair. Despite the fact that it was documented on video, a video thousands of people saw.
Mm-hmm. I saw it.
Where he proclaimed that if Michigan lost to TCU, he would shave his head.
Yeah.
But he sits in the back right now with a full head of hair.
It's true.
So you can say whatever you want around here, and it doesn't matter.
I am a man of my word.
You are.
If the Lions make the playoffs, I will be getting a Dan Campbell tattoo. You can take that to the bank.
Yes.
What are you going to get?
I'm going to get Dan Campbell's face on my thigh.
Okay.
Yeah. And you can take that to the bank.
I'm taking it to the bank.
People, by the way, talking about that quote friggin' Carolina game. I would say that friggin' 1-6 start has more to do.
Yes.
It's a big ask to ask somebody to go undefeated for 2 months in the National Football League.
9-0 doesn't happen very often.
It's impossible to go 9-1 unless you're the Philadelphia Eagles.
Rich Diana says Jeff's waiting for warmer weather. Rad Dad Scott. Neil, send him to Lady Jane's. It's literally right there.
That's a good point.
Jesse Adams says Adam Baydoun and Jeff Iafredi aren't men of honor. They don't back up their bets. When Spencer Raxter, on the other hand, says if they go to the playoffs, he's getting a Dan Campbell tattoo. Guess who? I won't say Monday morning because you got to come and do the show.
Yeah.
But guess who? Shortly thereafter, the Lions clinch their playoff berth. Guess who will be in the chair?
I want to find a good tattoo artist if it happens for sure, because I don't want it to be some ugly tattoo. But
I guarantee that at some point, Spimo's going to have Vaseline on his arm somewhere, or stomach. Or
I just know I'm not going to have to
face.
get grit over the stomach. That's something.
In Latin script.
In Latin script.
That's if they win a Super Bowl,
That's
right?
if they win a Super Bowl this year.
I don't know why that one makes me laugh more than a Dan Campbell face on your thigh.
It'll be funny. And it's not inner thigh, 9 drinks. It's not inner thigh. It's just going to be right on my thigh, Dan Campbell face, with a little banner that says like 2020 playoffs or
Playoff
2022
participant?
playoffs. Yeah.
if they lose, how about we wait till it's over, and if they lose, it's got to say playoff participant.
No.
Come on.
I'm not getting it if they lose.
Come on.
I do want another tattoo, but no, I'm not. It's not going to be that. Probably a one-piece tattoo.
Philip C. Amen. Adam and Jeff have zero credibility. I think we're on to something here, T-Foss.
I think we are, and we need to clean this up. We need to make. You know what? You remember it wasn't Animal House, but Full Metal Jacket. The one guy that kept screwing up, they beat him with the bar of soap.
Private Pile.
Yep.
Yeah, maybe that's what we should do with Young Juicy.
It's such a good movie.
It is a good movie. Real Cream of Wheat. Jeff's got some loser mentality. So it is. And then somebody asked the question, will Stick actually wear a Rodgers jersey for a year?
Yes.
This plays into the next segment.
No, he won't.
Pat McAfee apologized to the Lions fans after kind of setting fire to them a little bit.
This is what he said that he made his apology for.
So it coming from a franchise that has no wins ever about anything.
Yep.
And that whole thing. That is why I think I took it a little differently. Like, really? Okay. But Lions fans, their tweets to me, keep them coming. Because we're live on Monday.
Definitely.
And I assume you guys are going to win. You guys are a team of destiny right now.
That's right.
Okay, I assume you will. And all will be good. We'll be lucky to talk about the playoff bond. Same old Lions. That'll be fun.
Can't wait. Yeah. And if not.
And if they win, him doing everything else that he was had to do. Not, by the way, this is not MCDC turning us down.
Right.
No. A lot of people saying, oh, MCDC didn't want to come on the show. Sorry about it or whatever. It's like, I don't even think MCDC knew that we asked.
Right.
No way. There's no way.
And that was Pat McAfee on the Pat McAfee show after he kind of set fire to the Lions and saying, hey, he reached out to get Dan Campbell on the show. They couldn't make it work, so he was all upset. But then he said he went back and watched the clip and saw the error of his ways, right? And issued an apology.
Yeah, he issued a full statement. It was like a 4-pager, and he was, apologizing. In his own words, he said he was acting like a baby back spoiled bitch, and that's not him. Happy New Year. Cheers, Happy New Year. So, I was cool with. I didn't think he needed to apologize. Obviously, he was acting like a bitch for sure, but just.
I don't believe in apologies. You say what you say. It's what you believe. If it's wrong.
In the apology, he never said, I don't believe what I said.
Yeah, but.
That is true. He never did say that, Terry.
I don't know, but I believe apologies are ridiculous.
WoodwardSports.com chat the Rex. Neil, Terry, did you guys ever act like this when you were turned down for an interview? I like Pat, but this has got to be all a work. And no, you go, and there are certain people locally in the media, there are certain people like national media that you deal with that are hard to deal with, that don't want to play ball, that don't want to try to do it. But you're never going to blast them publicly because they kind of control your fate, right, T-Foss?
That is true, but a lot of people in the media do that. And not just sports media, but media in general.
Right.
Someone doesn't show up on my show, I'm going to crap all over them. Here's the way I've always viewed things. I want interviews so I can write my stories or comment on something. I want you to talk to me. I don't expect you to talk to me all the time, or you don't have to. It's a give or take, it's America. I have the right to ask you questions. You have the right to say, not doing it today, T-Foss.
That's what happened with the heavyweights. Jared Goff turned down an interview. Now we hate nonsense.
Yeah. Oh, so that's why I knew we'd get to the bottom of this eventually.
But don't be butthurt about it.
Yeah.
It's just, hey, it's business.
That's what happens.
Right.
Turned down
I don't feel like talking today.
People turn down requests for me to come on BDE, to come on heavyweights all the time. I'm not going to badmouth anybody. It's all part of the game.
No, it is. And, if anything, you can be mad that you don't have the juice to be like, hey, they're going to come on the show.
Yeah, if I had, Maz Millen call them, they'd probably come on.
They probably would because Maz's got that juice.
He's got the juice. He's locked in, man.
He does.
Me and
He does
Easy
have
were
the
talking
juice.
about it yesterday. We're like, we're going to steal Maz's phone and, just copy all the contacts and send them to us because dude's got. He's
now, does Maz appear on the heavyweights?
Maz has been on the heavyweights once or twice, yeah.
Okay.
What'd you guys talk about?
Baseball.
Oh, of course.
The
Yankees
Yankees.
baseball, I'm sure. Bob's Big Boy says Tomlin shut McAfee down during Ravens week, but it was no big deal. Lions are trying to keep staff and players insulated this week and focused, so they're probably shutting down all requests. It is a huge game. And, what it is my guess is that he probably did have something else going on. Because Dan Campbell is out there. Like, you hear him all around town. Now, a lot of it is contractual, right, with the flagship station for the team and all that kind of stuff. Man. He is. He's always out there. Robert Colosia says, Neal, come on, this is a producer failure issue. They should have texted Dan Campbell directly and see if he could call the PR department for his approval. This is a producer failure. And
that's not how it works with the Lions.
And that is the difference right there. Until it is the way it works, that's not the way it works.
Yeah, like that worked with the heavyweights because we were already tied in with Malcolm, like before he was into the Lions yet, so we got his personal information and stuff and could reach out to him. But when we reached out for Aiden Hutchinson, which we got, but there was something happened at the time, so we couldn't do it. You go through the Lions.
Yeah,
and it's on McAfee to do that earlier. Like, they did it like the day before, and then what he got mad about was not that they said no, it was how they said no. They said, like, he has, prior engagements, he's very busy, Happy New Year. And McAfee was like, they didn't try to reschedule for next. I was like, that's not their job to reschedule an interview for
They don't know what works
show.
for you, yeah. And that is the thing. But the moral of the story is this, and somebody brought it up earlier. So Stick got kind of intertwined with the Pat McAfee Express, and Stick offered, he's got a wager right now with Pat McAfee, where if the Lions win, McAfee's going to come to Detroit and do a show.
Yep.
But if the Packers win, Stick is going to wear an Aaron Rodgers jersey for a year.
Well, I mean, you can do that easily. You don't have to wear it every day.
No, every day for a year.
He won't do that.
I think he will.
I think he will. Hey,
he's
he's
not gonna
different.
wear it all day.
He's not Jeff Iafredi or somebody or some of these other people here. Some of these other miscreants around Woodward.
Yeah, but you can put the uniform on for an hour in the morning, take it off, and that's your obligation.
He's probably going to take a picture with it on. But the Lions aren't going to lose, so he doesn't have to worry.
Dave Schultz says Stick is an honorable man, unlike Jeff Iafredi. What? Was that tone?
No, it's just funny.
He's always going to get that tone. Until he shaves that head, he's going to get that tone. I did what I said I was going to do if Michigan lost.
Yeah.
I looked right into the camera and started laughing, and I tried to fight it.
Oh, you tried so hard, Neal.
I tried to fight it. You saw my face turning red and everything.
Yeah, I did the same thing. That was mine as well.
I did it.
I
think what Juicy's afraid of, it's not going to grow back.
Then don't say those types of things, man.
But that's what happens when you disrespect an opponent and you love Michigan so much that Michigan can never lose a bowl game, which they've done 6 times in a row, that you say stupid stuff like that.
Don't let your mouth write a check your ass can't cash. And that's hey, the last bet I made on air, other than the tattoo bet, which is unresolved, I ate a strawberry waffle for every 2 segments on BDE when we were on site at Big Boy.
And you wanted no part of that last one.
No, the last one was tough. I did it. That was honestly very
Plus,
challenging.
why would you put so much into a program called SAL?
Same old Wolverines. I don't know. WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Real cream of wheat. No tone. Completely justified. Jeff deserves all the tone. Mike Heilton. Jeff deserves all the heat. He's so dishonest. Should he shave his head?
Yeah, he should. He should shave his head.
WoodwardSports.com chat poll it. Should Jeff Iafredi follow through? Should Jeff Iafredi be a man of his word and shave his head?
It's going to be like 85%.
It should be 100%.
And if this isn't 100%, then Jeff Iafredi is lurking in the chat room as an alias.
I'll let him go as low as 95%.
Yeah, because Jeff Iafredi will call his family.
He's going to be the one vote, yeah.
Yeah, and he'll call his family and friends and tell them, log on there and don't vote yes on this. But Jeff Iafredi, you cannot do this.
Come on, Juicy.
Be a man of your word.
I ate the hot dogs, too, when we were at Feldman.
Oh, what about the hat chip? Did you eat the hat chip?
No, that was Joik.
That was
Joik, and he didn't.
Right.
And that resulted in Fish calling him the B word.
You know what? This is like a pattern here around Woodward.
Not with me.
It's not with you, and it won't be with Stick.
Yeah.
And it better damn well not be with Jeff Iafredi. Cintron's the official energy drink of the Red Wings. They've combined all 3 of their delicious flavors into their Red Wings themed 6-pack sampler box. You can have it all. Cintron's great tasting cranberry, classic and sugar-free, all in one Red Wings themed package. Get one today. Go to CintronWorld.com/Red Wings. Get energized with Cintron, and let's go Red Wings.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on Shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Beverly Hills Goff, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
What's a winter wonderland if you can't shop, eat, and play? Lucky for you, you can do it all at the Downtown Detroit Market, Cadillac Lodge, and the new winter version of the Monroe Street Midway, all located just across the street from Campus Martius Park. Find the fun at deckedoutdetroit.com.
We aren't quite sure if they consume more beer or sports. Either way, the heavyweights are here. Live on Woodward Sports, daily 5 to 7 p.m.
Neal Ruhl here for Custom Health Centers. Our own Ryan Ermanni is off on his custom health journey as well. Down over 15 pounds, you can do it too. Think of all the way that the weight that you carry affects your health mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically. Custom Health Centers, over 20,000 success stories, and Ryan Ermanni is on his way to be one as well. It's not just Ermanni either. Former Detroit Lion Pro Bowl MVP place kicker Eddie Murray, he's done it. Piston bad boy Rick Mahorn, he's done it. Rick Mahorn's down over 50 pounds right now. Custom Health Center, start your journey today. Call Dr. Jason, 844-789-8446. Again, 844-789-THIN. It's Custom Health Centers. I have to reach all the reeds all around the the boxes of
the Great Wall of Tart.
The Great Wall of Frosted Pop-Tarts. Let's take a second here to talk to you about the Monroe Street Midway. You know what it is. The winter bumper cars, the Arctic Slide. It's like a real city event going on downtown, everybody. It is great. Join Terry Foster for drinks at the Lodge. You're buying, though. T-Foss isn't picking up the tab. Although you picked up the tab the other day. I appreciate that, Mr. Terry Foster.
I had a couple extra bucks in my pocket.
Yeah, and you were feeling joyful because it was the holiday season. But the winter season carries on, and you can take advantage. Lots of holidays around here. The Monroe Street Midway. It's going on in downtown Detroit. Shop, eat, and play downtown all winter long. You want to know more? Go to deckedoutdetroit.com. It's a Monroe Street Midway. Second hour of the show, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neal Ruhl, Terry Foster, Sam Flannel, Spencer Raxter. The WoodwardSports.com chat poll right now. Should Jeff Iafredi be a man of his word and shave his head? 91% of you say yes, and to be honest, that's disappointing.
That is disappointing.
It is.
Can somebody in the WoodwardSports.com chat thread right now be honest? If you voted no, tell me why.
And Jeremy Anderson in the Woodward Sports chat, yes, Sam Flannel did honor his heavyweights bet with the heavies. He got us our food. And that was the original tattoo bet.
Right.
And I was a little worried because the Lions almost beat the Bills. But yes, Sam Flannel honored his bet and he got the food.
King Horse wants to know, it says, Terry, did you use shiny pieces of silver to pay? Just pop them up on the counter like 1884.
I did, and I flipped it.
And then we got on our horses outside and we rode off.
I like it.
I rode all the way back to Washington Township.
You can't see my legs, but I'm wearing chaps, too.
Right, yeah. I rode my horse back to Washington Township. It only took thrice days, so we were out there doing it. Rad Dad Scott, Neal, shave his head yourself. No. He's got to go have it done.
We have a whole salon full of talented stylists.
That's not your job.
Yeah, I wonder where you could find a place to get your head shaven at.
Yeah.
I wonder.
Chef Chris Smith says it very well. Jeff Midfrady, shave your head.
mid for 80. That's pretty good.
There you go.
Don't say things you can't back up. I understand that maybe his girlfriend might not be attracted to him anymore if he was bald.
He's still a handsome guy.
No, he is, but I understand that if I shave my head bald, I would not be fine with my wife divorcing me, but I would never put that on the line. Don't put your hair on the line, man.
Absolutely. It was his choice. Been looking forward to this segment, and I'm curious to see if we get 2 segments out of it. T-Foss, we're doing it, man.
Let's go.
The Aaron Rodgers hate segment. We're doing it today. We're doing it tomorrow. 1 segment. Let me know what you hate about Aaron Rodgers. It can be short. It can be long. Whatever you want to say, you can do it. And for me, it starts with Aaron Rodgers with that greasy hair. Just that dirty, greasy hair that he hasn't run any shampoo or conditioner through that in months, it seems like. He ties it back or whatever, T-Foss. It starts with that for me. What do you not like about Aaron Rodgers? I think hate's a strong word. That's what I don't like.
Okay, smug.
Yes.
He's got that smug, cheesy-ass look when he's talking about something. And, I don't want to hear about his cleansing and all that crap. Keep that private. I don't care. Don't want to hear it. So there's my 2.
You got 2 of them, okay. Rad Dad Scott, no shampoo or conditioner, it's just cat piss that he runs through there. 9 Drink says, I hate the man bun. What do you got on it, Spencer?
There's a lot to hate. I'm with Terry. The smugness is definitely a big part of it. I hate that he signed that deal so they couldn't sign Devontae Adams or didn't sign a big-name wide receiver, and then was yelling and screaming and crying about his rookie receivers not living up to par. And, there's a lot I hate about Aaron Rodgers. But the smugness is for sure. And how slow he talks pisses me off, too. That might be a niche one, but he's like, yeah, and have you ever done a butt enema?
I think he's trying to get a movie deal.
Sam Flannel, what do you got?
So I don't hate Aaron Rodgers as much as all of you guys do. I'm certainly not a fan, but I would consider myself the biggest Aaron Rodgers fan on
Tell us
the
why
show.
you love Aaron Rodgers.
I don't love
then.
Aaron Rodgers,
Okay.
but what I hate is the fact that he's 18-7 in his career against the Lions, and in particular that Richard Rodgers Hail Mary that shouldn't have ever happened because there was no face mask. But just the way that just stabbed me right through the heart in so many ways. Then you see Calvin Johnson just sink to the ground. That might have ended Calvin Johnson's career, honestly. Terrible.
Marcus Gorey says, I hate how red his eyes are when he makes that stupid smirk. The smirk is getting a lot of talk right now. Mm-hmm. And it is, and they do look red. And I don't know if it's like the peyote or the colon cleanse or exactly what the problem is with that, but they do.
A little bit of both.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just, and look, I'm glad to see it too that there are a lot of people. King Horse says, and T-Foss, I know it's not on this level yet, but it's possible that it could get to this level. King Horse says, I hate Aaron Rodgers as much as I hated Patrick Roy back in the day.
Ooh, Patrick Roy is a loser.
That's a tough one. I think Aaron Rodgers trumps Patrick Roy.
Really?
Yeah. And
see,
Patrick
I would say
Roy
not.
Was a pain in the ass. This NFL versus NHL. I always go back to that.
And that is true. And yes, this is the Silky Johnson segment, that player hater of the year. No, but that's what it is. People pleaser. What about this? And you know what, people pleaser? I'll admit it to you. Yeah, this is something that gets me too. I'll come full circle on it. I don't care. People pleaser says it's the division championships for me, and that plays a part in it. He is a great villain to the people of Detroit because we never win.
That is true. But you know what I like about him, and I shouldn't like this about him? He says to the Chicago Bears and their fans, I own you. Now, if he said it to the Lions and the Lion fans, I wouldn't like it.
I hate the Bears, too, so it's kind of funny.
So that was fun.
Motown Cool says, "Wah, not Roy." No, it's Patrick Roy.
It's always Roy.
It's always going to be Roy.
You don't respect the man and call him Wah.
Right. Now, that's what I am with that. Doughboy Steve, watch out Sunday. He's going to be pulling on his face mask. That too. You know what else I really hate? And this is underrated. I do hate this. Like I've been saying dislike about everything because hate's such a strong. I do hate this. I hate the way that he would take the chin strap and bend it around and button it to the side of that. I hate that.
I do hate his 1920s chin strap.
Yeah.
That is pretty annoying. Adam, what do you hate about Aaron Rodgers?
He's a bitch.
That's fair.
All right, that's fair.
Put me on the spot.
I don't know. I don't know why that bothers me so much, Terry. How he takes the chin strap and bends it back and snaps it to the same side of the helmet. Why does that bother me?
I have no idea. That's your issue. I see it and then just move on. I don't pay attention to that.
Lewis M., I hate how he looks over at the refs every time he gets hit. That's true as well. You can carry a segment just talking about the stupid stuff. Rich Diana, Roy is pronounced wah wah wah. No, there was some of that. Rack may have just killed the segment. I hate when Aaron Rodgers breathes.
Ooh,
so
that's dark.
that is a little dark, Rack. But hey, he has put a lot of.
That's checkmate.
Yeah, I hate that little fist pump in the air when he throws a touchdown. We'll do it again tomorrow. Yeah, and look, you guys can work on it. Okay? Like, think about some other thing. That chin strap thing is the deep thing that I had for you today.
I do. The 1920s chin strap is pretty annoying. I agree with that. That's a good one.
And we'll do it again tomorrow. Our Aaron Rodgers hate segment.
I got one. You know who poked his head in here and smirked at us?
Who?
Juicy.
Did he? I didn't see
He did.
him.
You didn't even see. He just came in.
He poked his head full of hair?
Yeah.
Yeah, he still got
his hair, though, huh?
Oh, he sure does.
You know what he doesn't have? You know what wasn't with him? Integrity.
Yeah, sure.
There was no integrity to be found anywhere.
You know what? It place is full of integrity. And delicious lobster.
Yes.
That's because it's made lobster. That is where it's at. Because Woodward Sports is brought to you by Cousins Maine Lobster Detroit. Check out the food trucks rolling around the city, offering the tastiest lobster rolls, lobster tacos, and Terry and my favorite, lobster grilled cheese. Go to cousinsmainelobster.com and search locations to find the Detroit schedule, or download the app to order ahead and earn points. You can even scan that QR code right there to figure out where they are cruising around the city. It's Cousins Maine Lobster.
You know where Cousins Maine Lobster is going to be?
Woodward Sports would like to thank everybody who helped us stuff our studio. The third annual Stuff a Studio was a major success, thanks in part to our partners at Guardian Alarm and Myers Stores for making it all possible. And of course, we couldn't do it without our community leaders and viewers like you. Thank you for dropping off toys to our studio that were taken to the Mott Children's Hospital in Ann Arbor so every sick child could have a happy holiday.
We are incredibly grateful for Woodward Sports, Guardian Alarm, and Meyer for making the holidays so special for our patients and families.
So what we do is try to bring some normalcy to their lives at this time. This is a labor of love. It brings so much joy, and not just for the families and for the children, but for our staff.
Thank you.
Introducing the Planet Fitness Guide to getting that post-workout glow. Step 1. What's your why? More epic energy? Better sleep? Blow off steam? Step 2. Join Planet Fitness for just $10 a month and get moving in our clean and spacious clubs. Step 3. Bask in that post-workout glow. Join Planet Fitness today for just $10 a month.
Join today at any of the 50-plus Detroit area locations.
It's a great day to get some Centron in your life. Okay. There it is. Centron, here we go. Gotta grab the cranberry. Oh wait, it's 2 for $4. Gotta double up with the classic as well. Centron World, baby. Centron, available at select Kroger's, and if you wanna know how, go to @CentronWorld.com. You get dope like me. You know what? Why wait? Great taste, guaranteed.
It's a new year. Let Guardian Alarm offer you customized solutions from real experts. Their professional technicians take the time to recommend security and automation solutions specific to your needs. 24/7 personal monitoring. Call them anytime, day or night, and know that Guardian Alarm team member will stay on the phone as long as needed, and of course technology backed by the people. Your safety and security deserves technology that's proven to work and people who are proven to care. So if you need help, call them at 1-800
Stay out.
That's 1-800
Stay out.
How many days of flannel protection?
190.
190 thanks to Guardian Alarm. So call them today at 1-800
Stay out. Stay out of the end zone, Christian Watson.
Stay out of the end zone, Christian Watson, and tell them Big D Energy sent you.
Back out of here, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network. Neal Ruhl, Terry Foster, Sam Flannel, Spencer Raxter. D-Mac out today. Mike G, WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Get bald like Jeff.
Mike G's a goat.
Only 90% of you said yes. That again, one person in the WoodwardSports.com chat thread, one person who voted no, he shouldn't. Just give me the reason why, please. I'm about research. I want this to be scientific.
Probably because he thinks he's a cutie pie. He doesn't want to ruin.
I think he'd be a handsome man even without hair. Maybe he's got a weird shaped head.
We'll never know.
We'll never know.
You know what? He could have a milk dug head.
Could have a milk dud head.
Let's go Red Wing Sparty. Jeff should have to shave 90% of his head then.
I like that too.
When
Give
we
him a landing strip.
You should have done the mohawk.
Oh man, it's Jeff Shadow's account. I know. I'm sure he created a whole bunch of them.
Couple burners.
Yeah, there's no doubt he did. I did want to have this discussion, and I wanted to make sure it was coming off of a good game before we had it. And DeAndre Swift cooperated, T-Foss.
He did.
Had a very good game on Sunday in the win over the Bears. Where are we at with DeAndre Swift right now? Because I think there was a frustration level that's been kicking in with Lions fans about his health and about his availability and all that kind of stuff. So I was curious about it. And look, even I, like I hate money, as I've been told, right?
No, that's me. I hate money.
I'm sorry, you hate money, I've been told. Even I, who usually has a gut feeling of which way he wants to go with things, Swift has one more year left on his rookie deal. Next year, second-round pick, so he doesn't get a fifth year. It's a very, very cheap number, certainly given what his ceiling is. So, T-Foss, I guess the question to you is, where are we at with DeAndre Swift right now?
I'm still all in on him.
Okay.
Because when the dude is on the field, this dude is a playmaker. He can run that football. He's fast. He's got that little funky wiggles and stuff. I'm still going to gamble on him, even though he's getting the ball 5 times a game. But he's getting a little bit more now.
Right, which is easy to say when you still got another year in the bank. Because where I am with it is I will let it play out. And you guys know how I roll with this. Usually I would start those discussions now with him, with his people. And by now I mean, in a month when the season ends. And I would talk about that extension to see where it is. But Terry, I'm prepared to keep going to the crap table with DeAndre Swift because I will let it play out. Mm-hmm. And the reason I like to do that, if you do it in advance, you get a little discount to market. You know what I'm saying? You get a little,
sure.
You get a little discount right there. But I'm not prepared to commit, and I need more data. Is that fair?
That is fair. I think we still are sort of in the same neighborhood about him. I just see so much potential with him. I think he's very talented. And one thing I always say about the NFL, there's a lot of solid and good competitive ball players, but there's not that many playmakers. And DeAndre Swift is a guy that can be a playmaker. Jamal Williams cannot be. DeAndre Swift can be. So I'm willing to hang with him a little bit longer, maybe stick my neck on the line. If it doesn't work out, then I smack myself. But my fear is that he will go somewhere else and become a borderline superstar, and then we're left here with our pants hanging down.
What do you got on it, Sam Flannel? You're a legend killer.
I mean, obviously, coming into the season, nobody was higher on DeAndre Swift than I was. But my issue with DeAndre Swift, and I'm kind of where Neal's at, where I just want to let it play out, is that he's played 13 games this season. He has only carried the ball more than 10 times in 3 of those games. Obviously, he's coming off of one of his best games of the year against Chicago, where he had that big touchdown run, that big 3rd and 18 run, and those are the things that he is capable of. But what he's not capable of is being that every down back, or even being a steady RB2. He's just one of those guys that I think is going to make plays. He might be a guy that catches as many passes as he gets carries someday, and that's, to me, is not what I expected DeAndre Swift to be. I predicted that a Lions running back would have the best season by a Lions running back since Barry Sanders, but I didn't think it would be Jamal. I didn't think it would be Jamal Williams. I thought it would be DeAndre Swift, and he's just kind of been always what he's always been. Often injured, not very durable, can't be the every down back, and that concerns me. But I am willing to let it play out for one more year.
And look, that's where I am with it too. It's just for me, and there's still a lot of Swift negativity in the chat thread, right? He runs out of bounds too easy,
and it should be.
Soft
I
runner.
understand that. I'm just saying, for me, I see potential in this guy, and I'm willing to milk it for as long as I can until it's not there anymore.
Right, and so it is. And here's what I'm against though. And Gromit0237 says a dime a dozen. Swift's players, running backs with Swift ceiling are not a dime a dozen. Is that a fair compromise
that's fair.
or no?
That's fair.
Because I feel like it is. Because he has that's what's sexy about it. He has such a high ceiling that for me, I'm intrigued, man. But he does have to stay healthy at some point.
Now that's true. Plus, the thing that we don't know is the limited carries he was getting. Is that just a Dan Campbell thing, or is that a Swift thing? I don't know the answer to that.
Trying to avoid him getting hurt, that's what I think, at least, is because they notice every time they give him the bulk lion's share of carries, he does end up missing a couple weeks. So in my mind, that's what they were doing. They were trying to use him sparingly, but now they need him. Like you said, Terry, he is a playmaker, so they need to put him in there as much as they can. And there's what are they saving him for now? So.
Dave Schultz on WoodwardSports.com chat thread said he wants the Aaron Rodgers hate segment to be a permanent part of the show every day for the rest of existence. So glad to see that people like it. We're going to revisit it tomorrow, and I know that as we talked about it, I know more popped in people's heads. Sam Flannel said he came up with a good one.
I did.
I can't wait.
I can't wait to share it because I think a lot of people will agree with me. That's my teaser.
That's your teaser. I like it, but it's just something that. Because you do have to make a decision. And it's relevant, Terry, and here's why. Here's why the Swift discussion is relevant. And we'll do this, too. When the season does come to an end, be that next week, be it after the playoffs, whenever, we will do an all-encompassing. I'll take a look in the lay of the land. I 100% will. It's just for me, because you have to decide what you're going to do, Terry, with Jamal Williams, because he is a free agent. The time is now with him. He's going to have a 1,000-yard season, albeit in 17 games instead of 16, but in a 17-game season instead of a 16-game season. But that's going to figure into it, Terry. When you decide what you're going to do with Jamal Williams, DeAndre Swift enters in that thought process.
He is, but, you need 2 running backs, really. They can be thunder and lightning or whatever you want to call them, but you need 2 functioning running backs for the NFL. In today's NFL, that's just the way it is. So you need them both, or you need Williams and somebody else, or Swift and somebody else. But it's such a fluid situation with the Lions. I mean, 3 weeks ago, I was willing to let Jamal Williams go. I said, you can get somebody with that production. You'll like this for a cheaper price. The reason I'm not willing to let Swift go is because he can do so many things when he's healthy. He's got speed. He's got, he's elusive. He can be very productive. He's a guy that if I had to trust somebody to get 100 yards in a rush in a game, it would be Swift over Jamal Williams.
Which I agree with that.
So,
I'm just saying, keep an eye on it, guys. That's all.
And in April, I'll probably change my mind. But we'll see.
It helps that he's coming off of one of his best games of the season, where he was obviously impactful and you saw what he could bring to the team. I just worry, like I said earlier, he also had a 5-game stretch this season where he had 23 carries for 61 yards in 5 games. That's a hell of a floor, if you ask me. And he's only had 100 yards once this year. So the DeAndre Swift conundrum, it's still a conundrum. We'll see what he does next year, but I'm not going to put as much blind faith in him next year as I did coming into this year. That's for damn sure.
WoodwardSports.com chat thread, and there's a couple of things that I want to get to. Wee Woo Man says, at Swift's 4th-year salary, which I believe is right just under $2 million. I don't have it. I didn't pull it up right in front of me, but I believe that's what the number is. I want him back for what he will want in year 5. No, thank you. So Neal, what amount would you extend him for in this offseason? And I wouldn't. Right now, I wouldn't. I want more data. I want another season to play out. And again, I know that's out of character because I usually have the mind made up as to where I'll go, because I have a number for Jamal Williams that I will not bridge. And I gather that a lot of people here would. And it's just the nature of the position, given the season. Was it a special season? I know your number.
I wouldn't go there either.
No?
What's your number?
5.5.
That's fair.
Not going above it.
Probably not, yeah.
I mean, he's on a $3 million a year deal right now. I'm sorry, guys. I wouldn't, which I know is going to be blasphemous. I went around the room like you got Stick back there telling me you'd give him $7.5 million a year. No.
No, I wouldn't go that high. I'd probably go to 6, but...
See, even I think that's even too. Remember, it's a special. What he does is a specialized position.
Yeah, he's the goal line guy, big back,
short yardage.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I wouldn't go there, man. I just wouldn't. Brandon Cat Swift has always hurt. The Lions decided for the first month of the season he can't get more than 15 carries per game, and that's probably accurate. I mean, you know, like it's proven out. That's about what his workload rate is.
True.
But the other thing that we need to throw in about Swift is, what is the mentality of the coaching staff for next season? Are they willing to say, okay, we're going to let him go. We're going to ride with this man. He's going to get the bulk load of the carries, and we're going to live and die with DeAndre Swift? Or is it still going to pamper him a little bit, still want to bring him along? If that's the case, then we got to part ways.
Absolutely. But, hey, what you need to do is come on in to Big Boy for winter comfort foods. And wintertime in Detroit's always better with comfort foods from Big Boy. Try the classic meatloaf.
Give me the loaf.
The Cajun chicken Alfredo. What about breakfast? The stuffed potato pancakes are back. The lumberjack, the Santa Fe Garden, or the Blockbuster. It's all there for you at Big Boy. So stop by your local Big Boy today.
We here at Woodward Sports would like to thank everybody who helped us stuff our studio. The 3rd annual Stuff a Studio was a major success, thanks in part to our partners at Guardian Alarm and Myers Stores for making it all possible. And of course, we couldn't do it without our community leaders and viewers like you. Thank you for dropping off toys to our studio that were taken to the Mott Children's Hospital in Ann Arbor so every sick child could have a happy holiday.
We are incredibly grateful for Woodward Sports, Guardian Alarm, and Meyer for making the holidays so special for our patients and families.
So what we do is try to bring some normalcy to their lives at this time. This is a labor of love. It brings so much joy, and not just for the families and for the children, but for our staff.
Thank you.
When it comes to making your haircut truly an experience, there's no better place than Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. Come to any one of our 26 Metro Detroit locations for an award-winning haircut experience and qualify for a chance to win a down payment for your dream home up to $200,000. Our precision haircut and talented stylists will have you looking good, feeling good, and give you a chance to change your life forever. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome.
Can't get enough Woodward Sports content? Head over to woodwardsports.com right now for up-to-date sports articles and great entertainment news. We have the best writers, bloggers, and coverage all at your fingertips. Head to woodwardsports.com right now to experience all Woodward Sports has to offer.
Neal Ruhl here for Chili Peppers Tanning, where you find the cleanest salons in the D. Spotless sanitized rooms and trained and certified tanning professionals. Join the Pepper Club. That'll get you all the best deals. They'll beat the competitors' prices by at least $5. Don't forget to pick up Australian Gold, Designer Skin, Caltan, or the official beauty lotion of Spencer Raxter, that Swedish beauty lotion.
Oh, yeah.
ChiliPeppersTanning.com. They have the hottest bulbs, the hottest deals, the darkest tans. They are your vitamin D headquarters. By the way, look. Oh, look. Shocker, the sun's not out again. You want some vitamin D? Chili Peppers Tanning is the only place you're going to get it around here for at least a couple of months. 27 locations. More on the way. It's Chili Peppers Tanning.
Chili Peppers, Tan.
Yeah, back at it. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neal Ruhl, Terry Foster, Sam Flannel, Spencer Raxter. Real quick, WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Brandon Katz says Detroit can draft a running back in the third or fourth round. Will average exactly the same per carry as Swift. But Brandon, he wouldn't have the ceiling that DeAndre Swift has. That's the thing that still intrigues me, and I think still intrigues a lot of people, is the ceiling of DeAndre Swift.
No, I don't think the rookie running back will have the same yards per carry. He would just have more carries than Swift.
Yeah, no, and I agree with that. And you would get somebody with a lower ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
Like in terms of, the integrity level of Jeff Iafrate, it would be lower. You know what I'm saying? Oh, by the way, let's welcome into Big D Energy from the Morning Woodward Show, one half of the Power Pack combo with Adam Baydoun. It is Jeff Iafrate. And Jeff, first off, thank you for joining us here.
You making all of us look bad.
How am I making everyone look bad?
You promised to shave your head.
Well, technically, I didn't shake any hands or make a promise, but I did. But I was a participant in a video where Gabby, she wanted to record. Everybody say something. It was supposed to be funny. Obviously, like Neal or Ryan, you can cop out and say something very simple. But the point of it was supposed to be exaggerated. It was supposed to be for fun. Obviously, I misunderstood the assignment.
It was supposed to be.
I misunderstood the assignment, and I tried to be funny. I should have looked at the camera and pulled a Neal and said, I can't wait for Monday, because if they lose, we're going to talk about it. I decided to be funny, and it was a mistake. Should have never have done it. But it's hard, Terry, when someone like Braylon sets the bar.
No, Braylon has nothing to do with this.
Okay, so let's just put this into perspective.
This is about you.
I get that. I get that.
You are being like a Michigan football fan right now. That after the playoff game wants to talk about Michigan State and what they did. They're not relevant to the discussion. That's a good point. You are relevant to the discussion. And your shortcomings,
I will take
your lack of integrity is what's relevant to the discussion.
Anyway.
WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Hold that thought real quick. Nick Hedigen. I see an open chair behind Jeff. Speak your piece. The man of the hour is here.
So
Dirty Dr. D. Shame, Jeff.
No, I don't.
Shame.
Listen. I don't care about any of that
Detroit
stuff.
Dabber 313. Look at this jabroni.
No, that's fine. Listen. I'm in a business of where people are going to critique you. So if you think I don't have integrity, that's fine. That's your opinion. Or if I'm not a man of my word, that's your opinion. That's okay.
Well, how's that inaccurate?
In this scenario, I'm not going to do it. So yeah, I'm not a man of my word. But every other situation,
so you
in
admit
life,
that's a lack of integrity.
In this specific, if you think I have to shave my head to keep in my integrity, if that's your opinion, then that's your opinion.
No,
I think I've done enough in my life that, in a good way, and I've helped a lot of people. Especially,
tell me more.
Especially
Give me more of your virtues.
Speaking, I do a lot. I do the morning show, but that ain't all I do. I help out on a lot of different fronts.
You absolutely do.
So again, I like helping people. I have good integrity. I don't think anybody here has one bad thing to say about me. If so, please continue. You can say it. I'd love to hear it. But if I'm not going to shave my head, and that's the dot at the end of the sentence, that's fine. I'm willing to take it. I really am, because this hair is not going anywhere.
Because I pass out turkeys on Thanksgiving, I can say anything I want.
Yeah, it gives you license to do whatever you want, T-Foss.
Like Bumpy Johnson throwing out turkeys in the hood.
You can absolutely do that.
So listen, it is what it is. Listen, I'm going to get crap for it. I'm okay with that. This is my first time actually getting any flack, so it's new for me. Usually, I'm everybody. I don't say dumb stuff. I don't do dumb stuff.
You did this time.
If you want to classify me not cutting my hair as something dumb, then that's fine.
Now, here's what my sources are telling me.
If that's the stain on my resume, Terry, I can sleep at night.
I heard that he was going to go ahead and do it, and this woman said no.
Can you
shave your head?
Actually, fun fact.
I'm leaving you.
Fun fact. I did talk to her, and she said she was like I wouldn't care if you shaved or not. It's not about anybody else. It's me.
It's about your lack of integrity, right?
Sure.
It's not about anybody
we can
else.
do that.
It's about your lack of integrity.
My lack of integrity.
Now, what I heard is she said, "I don't want to be with a bald man, but if I'm gonna be with a bald man, I'll be with T-Foss."
Yeah, can you confirm that?
Get your ass out of my house.
I
cannot confirm or deny T-Foss's statements.
WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Rustin Burke says, shave that head, shave that head. Nick says, hair grows back, don't be a wuss.
No, listen, I get all that, but I could give a rat's ass, quite frankly.
Ethan Brown. So you could give a rat's ass about the viewers and the patrons of Woodward Sports. Is that what you're saying?
No,
I didn't say it.
I said I could give a rat's ass about people that want to have opinions about me. That's fine. You can have your opinion.
I have more.
If you've met me in real life, you have a different opinion.
I love you, Jeff.
That's okay. See, Spenny, I appreciate you.
I even have a juicy drink.
You do.
See, that's okay. I listen, this is new territory for me, Neal. I'm learning, and now I know. Next time the camera's on me and they want me to say something funny, I'm going to say, tune in Monday because it'll be a fun show.
That's not what I said at all.
What'd you say?
I delivered
I will laugh in the camera.
Laugh. Yeah, I will look in the camera
that's
and
your
laugh.
Big sacrifice.
And that is not professional of me to do. And I fought it. I fought it on Monday, but I delivered.
You did fight it. You did.
I delivered on my end of the bargain. I did what I said I was going to do.
Now, lesson learned. Next time, I'm a simple man. No more. Listen, I'm going to be like, you know what?
I got a tattoo on the line, man.
Yeah.
Well, and that's fine. I'm not doing any of that stuff moving forward. I'm done. All right. I'm sorry.
Now,
if
why
you want to
were
hold
you
it against
so
me.
confident in a team that's lost now 6 straight bowl games?
And I don't want that to get twisted either. I'm not some Michigan.
Every big game they play,
I could care less. But hey,
no, you're not a Michigan slappy.
No,
but you got caught up in the Michigan slappy hype.
Yeah, the slappitude.
What do you want me to do here? I mean,
shave your head. Be a man of your word. Shave your head. That's what we want.
Listen, I'll give you. Now, if you want to shave my head, you got to come do it. You got to attempt to. That's fine.
Oh, so we got.
You can try. Come at me with clippers. Like I don't know. I'm not shaving my head. It's not happening. So I'm sorry.
What about a mohawk?
I've let all the people down. The mullet I was serious about, but that's if the Lions made the playoffs. That's still on the line. I'll get a mullet.
Oh, that's on the line.
But to shave my head, no, that was a mistake. I'm not shaving my head. It's not happening. I've never had a shaved head in my life.
What? Why would anybody believe you when you say, I have a mullet on the line for the playoffs?
I've actually had a mullet before, so that's something I can do. I've never shaved my head. So
what about a man
that
bun?
was a mistake. That was a mistake. I'm not putting my hair on the line like that.
No, but you
ever
did.
again. I'm not.
Okay.
Because again, I will be the one people remember. I know that, and I'm not going to do it.
It'd
So
be good content, man.
It's not even about content.
Yeah, I don't care about
I'll
any of
get
that.
with you on that.
Everything's
It's not
about content.
We're not doing this for content. We're doing it for this silly thing called integrity and being a man of your word and being a person of honor, a man of valor, if you will. Which I'm not seeing those qualities from you at all right now. All I'm seeing is backpedaling. You look like Deion. You look like Deion Sanders in the '90s right now. You're just
Deion Sanders is a Hall of
backpedaling.
Famer. So
Just backpedaling.
I will roll with Deion.
Back it up.
How about this? If
by
the
the way-
Lions beat Green Bay, I'm gonna get a tattoo of a giant booger on mine.
Yeah, there you go. You may as well. You can say what you want.
Listen, I'll put something on the line.
But I don't have to do it because Juicy didn't do it.
If the Lions win, I will be there Monday for the morning show.
No.
Okay.
Okay. Well, hey,
I'm just saying.
It's a holiday though.
Let's
You
go.
gonna be there.
Let's go. Red Wing Sparty says. Jeff says he'll solve world hunger if the Lions win this weekend. Oh, what a man! You're such a great guy, Jeff.
Hey, like Michael Jordan said, how many shots did he miss in his career? All right, I'm gonna miss some shots here, but overall, it's about consistency.
You know another similar thing? Michael Jordan's ball.
Yeah.
Damn it, Spencer. Damn it, you got me.
Bob's big boy says Jeff doesn't realize not following through hurts his credibility for anything he says moving forward.
And that's fine. Hey, if
you don't
wanna
care, do you? You don't care, do you, at all?
Because I know people.
You know what?
Listen,
you know what,
Neal?
I know some things too.
What do you know?
I know that you're not a man of your word.
Oh my God!
And you have no integrity.
Well, a man of his word. I never missed a show. Okay, I'm here every day. I fill in for others
Oh, give me
on
the
other
resume.
shows.
Give me the resume.
I help out people.
Yep.
So man of my word is saying I will be there, and I'm there. So I don't know about if you want to say in this situation.
Not
I'm
to be
not a man of my
confused
word.
when you say when I shave my head. When I'm going to shave my head,
The
you
bottom
don't.
line is, Juicy is a cutie pie, and I'm saying I'm not going to risk not being a cutie pie anymore. So I'm keeping my hair.
I think he'd still be handsome without the hair.
Python Knight says Jeff is fine with being called a liar.
Oh my
You're fine with it, huh?
Yeah, a guy who
You
does
are,
not
right?
lie. I'm a liar. Okay.
We have video that says you did lie.
Okay.
Because we played
So
the video,
you-
yet you still have hair.
So Neal, you have never told a single lie in your entire life.
Never. I'm a man of
I
integrity.
Bet, I bet you are.
I bet you
are.
I'm a pillar of virtue.
What did Neal Ruhl do in his when he was 22?
I'm an upstanding
has
man in
never
the community.
told me a lie.
That's all I can
Bang.
do is go
That's
off the
all I know.
resume. That's all you can do is go off the resume. A real cream of wheat. Jeff is up here acting like Aaron Rodgers.
Okay, well that's an insult. All right,
That's what you're doing.
That one stung. All right, Aaron Rodgers. I don't want to be in the same breath as Aaron Rodgers, but
Jeff is redirecting. That's cute.
What is it? What am I redirecting?
Hey, Juicy, are you going to cleanse today?
What is that? What do you
That's
mean
what
by
Aaron
that?
You got a colon cleanse lined up?
Oh no, yeah, I'm gonna go into the mountains and take some
peyote.
Yep, that's exactly what
the
I'm gonna do.
Jeff that cried wolf. I mean, it is.
Jeff
It's
that cried MJ.
Philip C. He can never be trusted again.
Okay.
I think our job is done here. I think this has run its course.
Yeah.
Juicy J.
Yeah, we mutually we can agree to disagree. I'm never cutting my hair, and people, if you want to say things like that, that's fine. I'm okay. My life will not change. I love what I do. I know my integrity. I know I'm a good person.
I know you're a good person, Jeff.
Thank you, Spencer. But if people want to have opinions, that's fine. I don't care, quite frankly. I really don't. So
in other words, since I don't trip you guys in the hallway, I can say and do anything I want.
Yes, that
now I
seems to
will
be.
say this: moving forward, you'll never see that happen again. I'm done with that. All right, no more joking around.
Why would we believe you now?
You don't have to.
We won't.
That's fine.
We just go off the resume.
That's okay.
Of
A
lies.
resume of what?
Lies and fictitious
why is there an S
claims.
at the end of that?
And all
why
that
the lies?
stuff.
Why are you saying lies?
Lack of integrity. You show everybody around
Why are you
here.
putting an S at the end of lie? What other situations do you have where I lied? I'm curious. I don't know.
We don't know. It's all in question now.
Oh my God!
You see? That's the
I
impact.
believe Juicy learned his lesson.
Yeah.
He's a
Hey,
new
we're-
man today.
Yeah, we're gonna do some things with integrity now, so you can hit the road.
All right.
Thank you.
I'm gonna keep working on your guys'
Thank
show.
you.
I appreciate
Yeah, appreciate that. Hey, thank you. Are you? We don't know. You say you're going to.
I love you, Jeff.
Hey, if you need insurance, so I know there's one thing you are actually going to be a man of your word and follow up on.
Yes, unlike Jeff Iafredi. Swiss Insurance. Be sure to check with Swiss Insurance this week for your commercial insurance review. Many businesses choose January 1st as their effective date. Swiss can help make sure you have the proper coverage. Swiss Insurance, give us a shot and you won't be disappointed. Or email them at mark@swissins.com.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Beverly Hills Goff, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
By now you know me, Christina Gennari, as the obvious choice in real estate. And you know my website, soldchristina.com, as your #1 resource for buying or selling your home. Myself, along with my amazing staff, pride ourselves on making your home buying and selling experience a relaxing and easy one. Come see why we are the obvious choice. Christina Gennari at soldchristina.com, the obvious choice in real estate.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side.
Lemieux and McCarty, who've had a good knockdown drag up. There they go, right on the whistle. They were talking to one another.
Woodward Sports.
Back at it, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network. Neal Ruhl, Terry Foster, Sam Flannel, Spencer Raxter here in our Woodward Sports studios, brought to you by Planet Fitness and Integrity, which is why Jeff Iafredi couldn't stay here.
Can I say one thing
anymore.
about Juicy? I don't mind that he didn't shave his head. My problem was why is he wearing a shirt that Alfalfa would wear on the Little Rascals? That's what I'm a little confused about.
That's
Not
a great.
everybody can have the similar swag as you, Terry.
No, they can't.
Well, you don't have to go to Kohl's all the time.
Bob's big boy said he should apologize like McAfee and release an official statement.
That would be good.
Little 4-pager.
Yeah, a little 4-pager.
Steve Lehman, from every day here on out, we will have to bring this up. And I leave it to the people. We need to be people of integrity and shun people like Jeff Iafrate. Those people. Shun those people. They're not welcome here on Big D Energy. This is an integrity show.
It is. Accountability, right? The Minister of Accountability.
Yeah, absolutely. He'll be here tomorrow.
He will.
He's not here today.
Yeah.
So.
What were you? He's accountability and you were...
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
Yeah. All I know is there's accountability on this show, T.
If a man doesn't have his word, the man doesn't have anything.
My friend Darius isn't a man of his word either, but that's very different. I'll tell you guys the bet off air. So,
yeah.
A little worse than shaving your head.
Yeah, we're not. This nickname that you guys have recently put on Jeff, I won't not say that word. The female cat word that they want to call him now and stuff like that.
Oh no!
You guys can do it though. Ethan Brown, Jeff chose his hair over his integrity. He is. You know what's funny though? Because we were talking Detroit Lions before we got caught in a web of lies and deceit. Where even I could not laugh at that one. We were talking about the Lions, right? And the offensive records they've set and everything that they've done. And the talk was, man, if only the defense were better. But T-Foss, when you look at Defensive Rookie of the Year voting, the top 10 in Defensive Rookie of the Year voting, 4 of those players are Detroit Lions.
That's impressive.
40% of the Rookie of the Year voting. This team's built to last, man.
Yeah,
they're building it to last.
That's why when the Lions were on their roll, I said the most exciting thing about the Lions isn't that they've won 7 of 8, because they've done that before as a franchise. The most exciting part is they have a future. You can look to next year and see even more wins. You can look to next year and say, you know what, I might see a playoff win or 2. So that's the most exciting thing about the Detroit Lions.
But it's real, and this is you saying this.
Yeah, well, I speak my truth. I don't wake up in the morning and say, okay, what nasty things can I say about the Lions? The Lions provide me with nasty stuff to say about it.
You guys, our audience, man, we're trying to have a discussion now about the bright future of the Lions.
Yep.
And 40% of the top 10 voting in the Defensive Rookie of the Year. Instead, I get Jeff Suss. I get canceled Jeff. Jeff is the Will Levis of Woodward.
No.
But hey,
no, he doesn't put mayo in his coffee.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't. So those are the waters that you swim in.
I like not so juicy Jeff.
Those are the waters you swim in, though, when you do those types of things. But I mean, this is. Again, and I've said this a lot throughout the year when we've kind of recreated the Brad Holmes thing. I don't know how to act with this. And I know that there, and guys, hear me out. I know there's a little element of, the hard knocks and the feel-good story. And the Lions, the Lions are the cute America's team to some degree. Do you get that vibe, right?
People will root for the Lions outside of Detroit.
They're lovable losers.
They are.
They're lovable losers.
And Lion fans think that everybody, especially the media, hates them. That's not true. When I talk to people in the media about the Lions, they root for them. Now, they say nasty things about them because the Lions have been a nasty team. That's why. So they're not going to kiss their ass when they're 6-11.
Mike G says Martha Ford has a bigger sack than Jeff Iafrate. Now, that is probably a bigger sack of integrity. There's no question about that.
Lions fans.
Yeah, there is no question about that. But Terry, it's new to me, man. So I don't know how to act yet. And you see me bounce back and forth, and people have called me out on this too when we talk about like predictions on Lions games. They're saying, "Well, Neal, you got a little PTSD Lion stuff in you," and it's true. It's just I don't know how to react to this, man.
Well,
where there's like a future.
You know why? Because the Lions for years were not a real football team. So you're supposed to react to the Lions like they're a regular NFL team, and they're not. So you're going to be off balance. You're going to be confused. You're going to be like, oh, damn, what should I say about this stupid team today? Because I know as soon as I say nice things about them, they'll lose 5 games in a row. As soon as I pick them to make the playoffs, they'll finish last in the division. That's the trouble with trying to comment on and predict on a football team that's not a real football team. I don't blame you.
Okay. WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Is that Jeff that's back there?
No, it's easy.
Is it easy?
Yeah.
Okay.
It might be Adam now, too.
It might be Adam.
It's probably easy, though.
I mean, well, just as a network, there's a lack of integrity around here. So I don't expect it to not spill over into the rest of the people around
I'm getting
here.
them before anybody can vote on them, though. Quick with the cancel poll button.
Bob's Big Boy says Jeff is acting like a Jeff, spelled Geoff. He is.
If you spell Jeff like that, you suck.
Geoff.
Yeah.
I afraidy. Juicy Geoff, as it were. Planet Fitness, home of the judgment-free zone. This studio is not a judgment-free zone. It's when Jeff Iafrate walks in here. But Planet Fitness is. They have memberships starting at just $10 a month. You can join today in club. You'll pass a couple on the street. On the way home, pull in the parking lot, join up there, or go online to planetfitness.com. Woodward Sports broadcasting live from Planet Fitness on Eureka Road in Southgate all day this Friday, January 6th. Meet Darren McCarty, Braylon Edwards, Ryan Ermanni. The rest of the squad will be out there, and you'll have your chance to win tickets to see Joel Embiid, James Harden, and the Philadelphia 76ers square up with your Detroit Pistons on January 8th. Free pizza for all as well from noon to 3. It's Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
We here at Woodward Sports would like to thank everybody who helped us stuff our studio. The 3rd annual Stuff a Studio was a major success, thanks in part to our partners at Guardian Alarm and Myers Stores for making it all possible. And of course, we couldn't do it without our community leaders and viewers like you. Thank you for dropping off toys to our studio that were taken to the Mott Children's Hospital in Ann Arbor so every sick child could have a happy holiday.
We are incredibly grateful for Woodward Sports, Guardian Alarm, and Meyer for making the holidays so special for our patients and families.
So what we do is try to bring some normalcy to their lives at this time. This is a labor of love. It brings so much joy, and not just for the families and for the children, but for our staff.
Thank you.
At work and at home, we're there with smarter security solutions. Featuring complete automation with customized alerts and more. For over 90 years, we've been the company that's been counted on to protect what matters most, all with personalized service and care. Right now, for a limited time, receive a free video device plus free installation with a new home system. Guardian Alarm. We protect Michigan.
Hi, I'm John from Better Rate Mortgage, and to me, family is more than blood. That's why I have the biggest family in Metro Detroit. If you're looking to buy a house or refinance and need a loan, come get treated better than family by me and our entire team here at Better Rate Mortgage. We pride ourselves on giving you better advice, better service, and a better loan experience. That's why we are Better Rate. If you're looking for a new mortgage, come get treated like family. Actually, better with Better Rate Mortgage. Visit us at mybetterrate.com or call at 248-480-4467 today.
Final segment of the show, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neal Ruhl, Terry Foster, Sam Flannel, Spencer Raxter as well. WoodwardSports.com chat thread. That's where all of you are. We appreciate you tapping in. Real Cream of Wheat. Imagine not caring about your integrity because you don't want to lose your hair temporarily. Hey, Real Cream of Wheat, we can't force people to do the right thing. It's up to them. And we see. We see. That's the way that some people are. So whatever, man. Do what you want. Somebody asked earlier, why do the Green Bay Packers go to the playoffs ahead of the Lions? So the reason is because the Green Bay Packers right now and the Lions are both 8-8. So the Packers win, they're 9-8, and the Lions are 8-9. They have a better record, so that's the way that it goes.
That Seahawks, right?
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Packers have the tiebreaker over the Seahawks.
And the Packers have the tiebreaker over the Seahawks. That is correct. I believe in their scenario, they go to conference record, and Seattle Seahawks are 5-6 in the conference, and the Green Bay Packers are 6-5, which they would be 7-5 if they won. So that's the reason. So when the Packers and Seattle are tied, the next level is conference tiebreaks. So that's what it is. So there you have it. And that's what's on the line. So the bottom line is our fate's in Baker Mayfield's hands.
Final word.
The final word coming up at 2 o'clock today. Right, Sam Flannel?
Yeah.
You've been counting the minutes down to get off this joke of a show. And
You on the desk again, Flannel?
I am on the desk again, in for Braylon.
There you have it.
You know who kept their word? The final word.
They did.
They said if Michigan doesn't win the national championship, they're never coming back here again. Kept their word. Screw this place.
They are people of integrity.
Integrity, yes, absolutely.
As opposed to Jeff Brady.
I still love young Jeffrey. He's a good young man.
Bob's Big Boy says Gucci Jeff with a G. Gucci Geoff. There it is. Yeah. Adam Morency says, can't wait for 2 p.m. A lot of people can, Adam, namely Sam Flannel. We know what it is. So, yeah, that's pretty good. That one shook me, as a matter of fact. But, yeah, just kind of wrapping up that Lions discussion. Where I'm at, Rad Dad Scott says, we got to ask D-Mac tomorrow what he thinks of Jeff's integrity, since D-Mac is a minister of integrity. What do you think D-Mac will say?
D-Mac is a real nice guy.
Fine,
and
fine man.
he is, and he always looks past the flaws of our fellow man and woman. I think he'll say, well, I just think he just got caught up in the moment, and I forgive him.
Think he'll let him off the hook?
He will.
Yep. Philip C., get rid of Jeff and Adam in the morning and get people that we can trust in there. Honolulu Blue Sparty. Come to think of it, we haven't seen a lot of maize and blue on the set lately. Yeah, it's weird. They haven't been around too much, have they?
That's right.
All day.
Haven't seen that really in Detroit sports media as a whole.
No, that's a good point.
Where they been?
Oh, it's always the blue wall, isn't it, with you people?
What do you mean, you people?
I mean,
where they been?
I mean,
taking a long time to get back from Phoenix, aren't they?
The only thing that I can control is myself.
Airline.
It's myself, and I was a broken, devastated man after this weekend, and I've shown up and taken all the slings and arrows. So, so I can't speak to my fellow Michigan people, but
You're the anti-Jeff Ifrady.
Hey.
Then we'll call it
They must be stuck on the Amtrak train.
They must have all flew southwest to Phoenix, huh?
Yeah.
They're looking for their bag still at the airport. I don't know what the reasons are.
Or they took Southwest and are connecting on Spirit.
Yeah.
And just can't get home. Can't find Detroit.
I flew Spirit to California. My friend who hasn't flown before was like, I'll book the flights when we went to Cali, and he booked Spirit. I was like, dude, this is the worst decision you've ever made. He's like, all the other flights are like $100 more. I'm like, yeah, there's a reason for that.
Yeah, I don't have a problem. We got delayed like 8 hours once.
I'm good with a Spirit flight to like Florida, but if I'm going on a 6-hour flight, I'm not flying Spirit. You can look up through the ceiling and see the wires in the plane. Like, that's not okay.
The FAA cleared it to take off. And speaking of being on brand, Michigan man Jason, ask Neal Ruhl, how did the Shartans do in their bowl game this year? LOL. Not consequential to the discussion.
Yep.
And I'm not a Michigan State fan.
They were 5-7 though. That's pretty funny.
They were.
Yep.
And it better not happen again.
No. It's funny, whenever it fits their agenda, they compare themselves to teams like that. It's weird.
Why do they do that, Terry?
Well, here, I'm going to break it all down. It's the same thing Spartan fans used to do. But Michigan fans said, you know what? Here's the difference. When we're in that position, we're not going to mention Michigan State because we don't give a damn about them. But then, lo and behold, Michigan fans have turned into Michigan State fans. They're all the same.
Yeah, it is true. I just don't know why. The comp is always another Big Ten team.
Yeah.
You guys love that Big Ten, don't you, Sam?
They're not ready to swim the waters.
No.
If they wanted to be swimming in those waters, they would compare themselves to Alabama and Georgia and teams like that. But no, they're going to compare themselves to Michigan State and Iowa and Penn State. I mean, that's fine with me. I don't care. You guys do what you want. Do what you need to do to cope.
Yeah.
I've accepted the fact that Michigan State had a complete abysmal, terrible season. And I've moved on.
Yep. Sam Flannel has integrity. That's from Philip C. No, appreciate it.
He does.
We'll be back at it tomorrow, everybody. Good show. Appreciate everybody on the WoodwardSports.com chat thread. For Team Foss, Sam Flannel, Spencer Raxter, my name is Neal Ruhl. Thanks for tapping into Big D Energy. Well, see you later.
Be good.